Just give me a reason to keep my heart beating. Don't worry, it's safe right here in my arms. As the world falls apart around us, all we can do is hold on, hold on.
What is up, guys? DT Ninja here to bring you my RuroKen Hokkaido Arc Chapter 6 review and discussion. Gatotsu, yo! Hajime Saito. Hajime Saito has this chapter. Yo, the fight between him and the leader of the swordsman weapons. Back from Chapter 2, we finally get the fight. We finally got the fight. This was action-packed stuff, guys. This was crazy. Gatotsu here, Gatotsu there. I mean, we saw him going all out against Byakuya, and though he was injured, you could definitely tell Byakuya was stunned that Saito figured out his plan, his trick that he used on him. So that was freaking awesome. I just love the whole idea that it's on a mountain that is erupting, like their battle is actually happening and they're surrounded in flames. The actual mountain is like erupting because of the fight they're actually in. So that was really cool as well. Yeah, seeing Saito showing just how much of a badass he is, you know, his intellect, you know, as a fighter, we see him, you know, figure out what Byakuya was doing, using a trick, and we're going to get to that in the discussion. And then we get the fight, the actual part where you see him doing the Gatotsu stance, but he has a broken blade. He has a broken blade, and he acts as if nothing's wrong. He's just going straight at him, like he's going life or death right there. And that's just so Saito. He did that against Kenshin in the series as well. But yeah, just like my new volume, right? I got this in Japan, by the way. I came back from Japan around August 15th or so, and I translated the chapters. So if you guys want to check it out, it is in the link in the description, DT Ninja 831, my Facebook page. It has the entire chapter in English, so you guys can check it out. But yeah, Saito gets his chapter in this one. So really awesome stuff. And the idea that it's like, you know, one of the strongest of the police force against the strongest of this swordsman group. So it's very interesting. It's also interesting, it seems like this guy is a swordsman, but he's more than just a swordsman. So he's knowledgeable. But yeah, this chapter was definitely fire. Literally fire. Really awesome stuff. I'm going to share some of these color scans. One of my good friends, Chris JP 20, he actually colored all of those. So definitely take a look at these. Really awesome. Really captures the epicness of this chapter. So definitely take a look. Alright guys, wow, that just looks freaking awesome, looks awesome. I loved it. Another thing I got in Japan was this. It is a clear file of the scan of Hajime Saito. You can see him as the Wolf of Mibu and obviously as the police officer. Now this is during his fight against Kenshin, so you can see Kaoru there as well. But yeah, this is actually a clear file illustration, so I had to pick this up because I'm a huge Hajime Saito fan. Yeah, but anyways, I wanted to share that with you guys. Really cool, and it works perfectly for this review because it's all about Hajime Saito. So, anyways, I wanted to share that with you guys. Yeah. One other thing, I got some keychains while I was in Japan as well at the Jump Shop. I wish I had, got a lot more because they're very rare. They're hard to find, and they're very overpriced if you do find them. So, but in Japan, you can see this is Aoshi Shinomori. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but these are the double Koda cheese. You can see I have 2 Koda cheese in my. They're very small, but it's freaking awesome. You got this little picture of Aoshi Shinomori, and then you got his double Koda cheese. So pretty cool, and it looks fairly similar to what it actually looks like. So pretty cool. Anyways, I wanted to share that with you guys. That's one of them. The other one I got was Inishi's Wato from the Jinshu arc. This is Inishi's special blade from his special style that he created, the Wato Jutsu. But yeah, anyway, this is Inishi's Wato, his sword. Pretty cool. I don't have Kenshin, unfortunately, because I only picked up 3. This is Sojiro Seita. I think you can see it there, his little picture there. And then this is Shishio's Wakazashi that he gave him, that you see him using against Kenshin in the Kyoto arc. So, those are just some things that I picked up in Japan. I also picked up this really neat, these are postcard. It's a postcard book, and it kind of looks like a volume. You open it up, and it's got these little postcards inside. So, I wanted to show you. That's Hajime Saito's, just like this one. And then it's got some more. It's got Aoshi. Got Shishio, then it's got the full volumes. I think that's volume 9 or 10 from this one. Is one of my favorites. It's all Kenshin. You got Shinta, you got the Batosai in the background, you got him as an older kid, and this is in the Bakamatsu, and Shinta as a little child, and then Kenshin now. So really cool. I love this one. It's all about Kenshin. This one's another one from Kyoto. I think this is before they fight Shishio. And then this is volume 22. I shared this one before, but it's a postcard. And then the last one is all the Himura family. So you can see Kenji there. You can see Kenshin and Kaoru. So pretty nice. A happy family there. But yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys before we get into the actual review and discussion. The last thing is this one, the Hokkaido Arc clear file illustration. The Hokkaido Arc. I'm talking about the very first chapter where it introduced the Hokkaido Arc. Yes, you got husband and wife there. Really nice, really good stuff. And I also have, the one before they even start the series. So it's kind of nice I have the beginning and where it begins again. So, right where we're at. So really cool. Very nice stuff. Okay, let's get to the chapter review. Things I noticed about this chapter, because this chapter had a lot of stuff. Okay, first thing, Ashitaro and Aran, they are looking for, Asahi, and they're still looking for her. She's not shown in this chapter. They are only shown on page 1 in the cover, which is nice. That's another thing. Watsuki is doing an incredible job of keeping the characters and letting us know where they are, rather than just, oh, they're over there. No, it shows them there, and so we have an idea they're still looking for them, even though we know we actually see them. And sometimes, mangaka have a problem with doing that because there's so many characters to go with, but Watsuki is doing an incredible job. I really do like that. Another thing, the fierce battle on Mount Hakodate. This, like I said, is creating eruptions, it's creating, boulders flying, and this creates a very unique and crazy environment for this battle. The next thing, Byakuya Itakura knows the Shinsengumi. He knows the Shinsengumi, guys. He knows them. Not only does he know them, he knows Gatotsu. He knows Saito's Gatotsu, which is very interesting to me. Does that mean that a member of his squad or his swordsman weapons knows the Shinsengumi, or are they once part of it? As far as I know, Saito is the last remaining member of the Shinsengumi, so I highly doubt that. But we did see Hijikata in the last chapter, so that does beg the question, guys. Is it possible? Obviously, I don't think he's alive, but there might be some remnant, maybe not a relative, but maybe someone that knows the Shinsengumi besides Byakuya. So, anyways, good stuff. Like I said, we get to know the character Byakuya, and he is pretty crazy. Okay, his eyes, that's another thing about Byakuya. He has these very crazy looking eyes, and it makes me wonder, can he see something that others can't? Because in the chapter we see him and he's like, I see right through you, Saito, you're a wolf now. So he actually sees the spirit of a wolf. So he sees Saito carrying his blade in his mouth. And it's freaking awesome. He's basically running towards him with the blade in his mouth. By the way, at that time, his blade was already broken in half. So that's pretty crazy. So I don't know if he's on drugs or, someone mentioned the Byakugan from Naruto. But he has some kind of innate sense other than just normal. He's not normal, obviously. There's something going on there. He can see what others can't. That's what I'm trying to say. Because when Eiji shows up, he sees some kind of demon, like horns or something on him. So there's definitely something there. He's probably on like drugs or something. But yeah, anyway, he can see what others can't. So I found that very interesting. Eiji, he seems to have grown, right? We saw him in the last chapter. We also see him in this chapter. In this chapter, he goes nuts. Eiji surprised me. Eiji was like sitting there with a rifle right behind Byakuya, and he's like, don't move or I will blow your brains out. It was crazy. I've never seen Eiji like that before. He's going nuts. He was about to, shoot him, and obviously Byakuya's like, you have spirit, kid. I'll take you out before you even have a chance to pull the trigger. But yeah, I love that aspect of Eiji. Really good stuff, really awesome, and it surprised Saito. Saito's like, Eiji? He was even surprised. I don't know if he even knew he was there. It seemed like that, so very interesting stuff. I don't know if he's aware of it or not, but yeah, that was very interesting. The swordsman weapons near the end. They are in their hideout, okay? They seem calm, they're content, they're like just chilling there, and their leader is gone, right? Their leader is not there. And you can actually see one of the members with the glasses. He has like wine or something that's, just sitting there. They're just all cool and collected. It almost seems like, yeah, he was captured, but, that's part of our plan. That's kind of how I saw it, because, Byakuya, ends up being a prisoner at the end. We find out that he ends up being a prisoner, but we don't actually see him being captured. So it is very interesting to see how the swordsman weapons are. And obviously, at the very end, Byakuya smiles, so we know there's something there. But yeah, those are the things I noticed. Yeah, okay, go on to the discussion questions. Number 1, who is Byakuya Itakura? Who is he? I think that he is a skilled swordsman, but is he stronger than Saito? I think he's knowledgeable, okay? He knew Saito. I think there's something there, maybe something in the past. I don't think he was in the Bakamatsu. I just don't see it. But he could have been. I don't know. We don't know much about him. But there's something in him that, he's a little crazy in the head. He was going off about leave the past behind, the Shinsengumi to Saito. That's pretty crazy. Leave everything behind and join us for the future. So he seems to be a little out there. But yeah, who is he? Who is he actually? We don't know. But like I said, he is this guy, the leader. He has these crazy looking eyes. You know, he's very skilled. What are his powers? What abilities does he possess besides his own, force? You know, the weapons, the swordsman weapons. Obviously, you know, you got that guy with the monstrous thing that decapitated a couple people. You got some other guys that look like they're pretty skilled swordsmen. So you got those. But what is he? Is he like actually the one who gave them, you know, those weapons, or is he the one that's knowledgeable about technology? I have a feeling he's knowledgeable about technology rather than being a really skilled swordsman. Now, he did go toe-to-toe with, you know, Saito, so I can't say he's not a skilled swordsman, but I just don't think that he's just as skilled as him. I think that he actually used a trick against Saito to snap his sword. So, and I'm going to reveal how he did that. So, anyways, in the battle, Saito uses the Gatotsu, right? He uses it, well, the very first time, he says it better be faster than a rifle. And he's like, well, it's faster than a rifle, but still not good enough. And, you know, he has it, and he snaps it. You know, he snaps it in half. Well, what actually happened, when it came forward, you can actually see it. It comes here, right? Well, underneath his jacket, you can see there is like some kind of air pressure here. You can actually see it in the drawing. And it's going forward, and as it goes here, he's able to stop the actual speed of the sword so he can grab it. Grab it with his bare hands. Now, he did get cut. Don't get me wrong. He got cut. But the speed of it was lessened. The force of it was lessened because of that pressure coming from his jacket. You can actually see it there. And Saito must have seen it after a couple times, or maybe even the first time, because after it snapped, he went after him again, and he cut him. He cut him. He got him in the Zero Gatotsu. And by the way, let me show you the Zero Gatotsu. That one is in volume number 11. Zero Gatotsu. We're talking about this one, the Zero Gatotsu. This one, where he pierces through Usui the Blind Sword. So we're talking about this one. This is a definite, one-shot kill attack. That's why he cut him, and it was unexpected, right? He's like, well, it's just a shallow cut, but you know what? Anyways, really good stuff. So you can definitely see it. I'm going to show you the scan right here, and you can see how he did it. So here's the little trick. So take a look. All right, guys. I love the fact that Saito's like, don't speak as if you have divine powers. I love that about Saito. Really good stuff. So I could say he's very knowledgeable about technology, Byakuya, for example, and also maybe these illusionary tricks that he's pulling off that makes him seem stronger than he actually is. So, but I hope that he actually is a skilled swordsman as well. But he did use a trick against Saito, so... Anyways, okay, next question. What choice did Saito make? Because Byakuya, breaks his sword, and it looks as if Saito is down and out, even though he's, fighting with a broken sword. It looks like he's a complete badass, but he's like, okay, Eiji's shown up. He's like, do you really care about this boy? Are you willing to throw away the life of a wolf to become a dog? Become our dog. Basically... join us, or die, or we're gonna kill him. That's basically what it is. Or we're gonna take him instead. So they're kind of, using a little dirty tactic there. But I don't think it worked, because after that, we get to see Byakuya is actually captured. So what actually happened then? What happened between Saito and Byakuya? You know, they're facing off. They're, you know, kind of at a standstill. That's what it says. But the next scene shows that Byakuya has been captured. So what actually happened? Eiji is there on one side. Saito is fighting him on the other side. So Byakuya just concedes. He surrenders. Is that what happened? I think that might have happened. I think that's what he did. And there's something else going on. He must have done something. Maybe there's something with him and Saito that we don't know about. Maybe they made some kind of deal. I don't know. But it seems that he went along with whatever they were saying. You know, he said, listen to Eiji, step down, you know, come quietly, basically. And it seems that he did. It seems Byakuya has been apprehended. He's in a special prison. So the fight itself, Saito ended up winning, but at the same time, I would call it a draw because he did get his sword broken in half. Byakuya got some injuries. They weren't as severe as Saito. Saito did, get injured. So, but I will say this, now Byakuya has something up his sleeve. There's something going on. He's planning something. Think of like the Joker in Batman, okay? He's in jail. He gets in jail on purpose, to create that chaos. That's kind of how I see it. He's pulling the strings of the swordsman weapons from the inside, and he doesn't have to be there. The others can act on their own, and it's all part of the plan. That's what I think. And obviously next week, guys, or not next week, the next chapter, which, by the way, will come out tomorrow, Kenshin will be interrogating him. So that's going to be very interesting. Maybe we'll get to learn more about Byakuya more. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope you guys enjoyed my review and discussion. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Be sure to check out my translation in the description for this chapter, as well as updates for the next chapter. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one.